welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. I hope you are all doing well and you have been sewing a lot. Today I just want to do a little, it will be a quarterly update from now on. I know I did a video at the end of January on the Sewing the Stash 2024 challenge. But I think I'm gonna do just every quarter. So now that we have reached the end of March, we're ready in the beginning of April. I just wanna do an update on the Stash Sew Down 2024. And I want to share with you what I have been sewing, all the numbers, all the yardage that I have sewn, the yardage that I have purchased, and what is the status now of my stash. Okay, I have some paper here in my hands because I have my little, I keep everything up in a spreadsheet, in an Excel spreadsheet. Everything that I purchase, I added to that spreadsheet. So I have printed a pivot table here with my totals and what's going on here. I started the year with 214.25 yards of fabric. And so far I have purchased 14 yards of fabric. As you guys know, I have a subscription to the Think Pink box from Beyond the Pink Door. So every month I do get a box, and that box has about 2 3/4 yards of fabric. It's 2.5 meters. So when you do the conversion, it's almost 2.75. I think it's 2.737 something. So I just round up to 2.75 yards of fabric. So 3 months, every month I got January, February, and March. And so plus whatever I have purchased from Joann's. I did go there to purchase something for my bag, my executive carry-all, I think that's what it's called. And so I purchased something there. I had purchased something that I just thought it was pretty. And I went to Hobby Lobby. I also purchased some small things there, but I have been very, very controlled. I did want to purchase some fabric. I was talking to my daughter the other day and I felt like going online and purchasing some fabric, but I stopped. I added something to the cart, but then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna purchase it. So I just went and I just deleted the whole thing and I did not purchase it. I do have a lot of fabric, so I have to get into that closet and sew the stash. So like I told you, so far this year I have purchased 14 yards. So that brings my big total for 228.25 yards of fabric that I had in total, from what I had from last year plus whatever I had purchased this year. Now, from what I have sewn so far this year, the grand total that I have sewn is 26.5 yards of fabric that I have sewn this year. For the month of January, I did sew 7.25 yards. From that, 2.5 yards was from 100% cotton. 2 3/4 yards was a cable knit. I made the Whistler sweater for my daughter, and I used 2 yards of the Beyond the Pink Door. I think it was December's box. I think so. I don't remember which box that was. It was a rib knit, a blue rib knit that I made the Harper cardigan for myself. So that month was 7.25 yards of fabric. For the month of February was the month that I sewed the most because I was making a lot of stuff. I was just chop because I was going on vacation. No, I was on vacation. So that month I did sew 15 3/4 yards of fabric. Wow, that is a lot of fabric for 1 month. For February, I had 5.5 yards of 100% cotton. Most of that was for my executive carry-all bag that I made for my trip. I did use 6 yards of cotton jersey. That was for the pajamas that I made for my daughter. 1.5 yards of knit. I believe that was the blue classic tee that I made for myself. And I used 2 3/4 yards of fabric for my temple sundress. And yeah. Oh, also that 100% cotton, it was my second temple sundress, that blue dress that I made. So it was the executive carryall plus the second temple sundress. Yeah, I forgot that I made 2 of those dresses. And in March, didn't sew much. I just did the blue t-shirt for my daughter. The same classic tee that I made for myself, I did make the classic tee for my daughter. It was right on top. She had asked me to make a couple of t-shirts for her, so that's the first one that I picked up, and that's the one that I made. And I also cut into some ponte knit. I have it written as ponte knit, but it actually seems to me like it's a brushed knit, a heavy brush knit that I purchased from Joann's almost 2 years ago, and it was in my closet, so I did cut into that, so I counted that as 2 yards of fabric. I will show to you pretty soon what I am making with that. I still have not made a video about it because I'm not finished with that stuff, but I did count it because I did cut into it, and I am doing something with that. So I am very, 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 very happy that I have made 26.5 yards of fabric so far this year. And yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. So I am making a little dent into it. I know that I have purchased 14. I have sewn 26.5. So I have a net of 12.5 yards of fabric. So that's pretty good from my stash. So I am ecstatic about that. Also, I want to give you a little update on my Make 9 plans for this year, what I have made. So far, I had made 2 items from my Make 9. I did make my executive carryall. I had shown it to you that I did make that computer bag that I wanted to take on my trip. I did take it on my trip. It worked really, really well. My husband even asked me how was that little plastic thing that I put on the bottom, and it was fine. I had no problem with the little plastic. So yeah, that was really, really good. And I also made the bowl cozies, the soup bowl cozies. I was able to make a couple of those, and I still want to make more because that is so much fun to make those little bowl cozies. So far from my Make 9, 2 items I can tick off from my list. I still want to make pants. That is on my list. I have to. The other day I went out with my daughter. I think it was last Saturday, we went to the mall. We actually went to the outlet mall here. We were looking for pants. So, I mean, I wasn't looking for pants. She was looking for pants for work and some jeans and all, but it is so hard to find something that fits your body. Sometimes it fits you in the legs, but it doesn't fit you in the hips. It fits you in the hips, but it's too tight on the legs, and sometimes it's, you know, not enough, and there's not enough in the rise. So it is very, very hard. And she keeps asking me, she said, "Mommy, you're supposed to be making pants. When are you going to make pants? When are you going to make a muslin? You say you're going to start it, but I don't see anything." So she keeps asking me about the pants. So I have to start doing that. I have to make a muslin. I have to cut something. So yeah, I do have some muslin fabric that I have purchased. So I have to get into that. Yeah, need to find time to do all of that stuff. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Just wanted to share how I am doing with my stash sew down. I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. Claps for me. And also on my Make 9, also 2 items done. Happy about that. We are in April already, so I have to start going on that stuff. Yeah, but it's going along. I am very happy. I was out for 20 days. I was on vacation, so there was no sewing going on during that time. So now it's time to catch up with my plans for this year. If you like this video, please hit that like button below, and if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. I know I keep asking for subscriptions. I know I already hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, but we have to just keep on going. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.